Welcome to this video from Edge Technologies, highlighting our work with Motorola Solutions Incorporated. Motorola Solutions and Edge partnered together to create a best-of-breed crisis event management solution for display in Motorola's Innovation Center. This unique solution needed to incorporate feeds from a variety of tools, including IT service management, operations, coverage for communications, live weather feeds, and live video feeds from the news. Let's focus on each panel of this best-of-breed situational awareness portal. Here we can see a hurricane is making landfall off the Florida coast. To augment this live weather feed, which we're incorporating from the National Weather Service, we've also pulled up live news feeds. Of course, these news feeds are configurable so that you can be watching the best representation of what's happening with a given situation. At the top right hand of this panel, we've selected the time zones that are most likely to be affected by this situation. This panel of the multimedia display allows us to focus on the situation that's occurring in the environment. Here, it's a hurricane, including all of the unavoidable disaster which can accompany such a force of nature. Obviously, all of this weather is going to have an effect on normal operations. This panel focuses on the different events that are coming in for IT operations. We can see when the events came in, how many events came in, how they were processed and correlated. This also breaks the events down into measurable metrics and classifications. We can see which events have been ticketed automatically or manually, and we can begin to see the correlation between different alerts and the root cause of each situation. In a real-world scenario such as this hurricane, the events do not flood in all at once. Rather, they come in waves and create a domino effect. This creates a lot of extra work for the IT operations personnel to take care of, and the focus on handling tickets takes away from the mission of resolving those issues. Some of the other information presented here might include which alerts are definitely related to the weather and which are independent of those weather conditions. By focusing on the events that are happening in real time, we have one more piece of the puzzle. This panel allows us to focus on incidents and real-time service level agreements. We can see that the overall system availability across the entire enterprise has just dropped from 3 nines to below an acceptable range. The map below now shows that towers have gone out of availability, causing a loss of coverage. This is critical for first responders and emergency responders to understand as they move from situation to situation in the theater. During such a crisis as this, incidents may double, triple, and will likely spike much farther than normal operations. As we can see on the right-hand side, this causes a flood of incidents and all of the problems that come with handling those incidents. The Edge solution moves beyond a simple dashboard and moves into read, write, and action. Here we've selected one of the towers that are out of operation, and we can start to look up the details, including any incidents that are related to it, taking us beyond a simple dashboard and more into resolving and taking action directly from the view. This feature of being able to take action is critical, especially in a crisis situation. Keeping on the theme of action, here we can focus on what actions have been taken and what actions are needed. Side by side with the current real-time status of different locations or customers, we can see that SLAs are being breached or maintained and what preventative maintenance is happening. All of this in real time as the situation unfolds. However, even in the middle of a crisis such as this hurricane, there can always be normal outages that are unrelated. By providing that context and being able to see core services, preventative maintenance, all positioned within the context of a given real-time situation, we have true end-to-end visibility of the entire environment. This past sequence of the video was designed to introduce you to the various panels and how they look during a true crisis situation, such as this hurricane. In the next segment, we'll take a look at what it looks like, but sped up a little bit. Now let's take a look at the same solution positioned against a different situation: cybersecurity. In this example, we can see where a concentrated, distributed cyber attack is about to occur. Each of the different panels will light up in turn as the attack progresses. News channels, attack vectors, and mitigation will all proceed, starting now. Thank you for watching this video from Edge Technologies.